Now, I'm in a forest here, so I don't have the biggest amount of room to show you guys more stuff. So we're going to go over here and use our loops to make a platform for future purposes. So if you remember, the common methods that the turtle already has is the go method. And so we can type in go forward 10. Now, I renamed my method, so I need to type in g forward 10, and I will show you how to do that later. So we type this in, and you see our turtle will start to move. So then we can also say go up, let's say 3, and you can see our turtle moves up, and I'm going to use where the turtle is right now to make a platform. So let's write that program real quick. So we're going to type in our new program name, and we're going to call this one platform form, and we're going to enter. And so we're going to use two different kinds of loops. And so what we want to do is we want to say, let's use a for loop, and we're going to say I equals 1 to 15, do, enter some code, end, and inside this for loop, we're going to have a while loop. And this while loop is going to say, while I is greater than, actually I'm going to have another for loop, and we can use a while loop in a second. For j equals 1 through 15, do, and we're going to have some more inside stuff. So in the first part, I want the turtle to go forward. And then I want him to turn right. That's not right. And then, so he's going to move forward and he's going to turn right. And then he's going to do some other stuff. So the other stuff is going to be turtle dot place down. And if you come back over here to the turtle API, we've got the turtle place, and we have place assign, place up, and place down. And this places a block of the selected slot below the turtle. So the selected slot of the turtle is, if you can see this little box around the first selected slot, and we don't need code right now. So the turtle is going to place down, and then turtle dot forward, and then it's going to, and then that's it for the inner loop. And so it's going to place down, so it's going to move up forward and then place down a row here. And then now we need to get the turtle to come back so it can go through the first loop again and come up again and then place another row. So after this, we are going to need to add another loop to get the turtle to come back. And this loop, I'm going to say while k is greater than 0, do, and I'm going to say turtle dot forward, and then end. And sorry, I kind of just jumped around right there. So after it gets all the way down, we're going to need to make it turn around. So turn right once, turn right a second time, and so now it's facing back the first way. And now we have to go through a loop that makes it go forward while k is greater than 0. Well, we don't know what k is yet, and that's because I have an extra s here, and that's because I haven't added k yet, because I'm kind of just going as I go. So k equals 0 initially, and then up here we're going to say k equals k plus 1. So now each time it goes out one of the 15, it's going to increment k. And so now in the while loop, we're going to say k equals k minus 1. And this will bring it back down to 0. And now it just came back, and again it's facing the wrong direction. So we're going to need to say turtle dot turn right. And now it's in the exact same position as where it began. So we're going to end the initial for loop. And if you go back up here and look, so what's going to happen is it's going to move forward and then turn to the right, and then go out 15 and come back 15 and turn to the right. And then it starts back here again. So I'm going to save this program. We're going to exit. I'm actually going to say, remember, you should be typing in go. I'm going to type in G, down 1. And so now we're exactly where we want it to start. So I'm going to give him some stuff. And he needs stone. Or I'm going to make the platform out of grass. So we're going to give him grass, and we're going to put it in slot 1. And I'm going to put this in slot 2. We're actually going to have to follow him and move the grass when he runs out. But now we can type in platform, and he is going, ooh, there's a problem. And he should start moving, but we have an error. So platform, okay, so on line 20 of our code, there's an error. And it expected, I don't know what that is, but let's edit platform. And let's go down. If you notice, the line numbers are in the bottom right. So we can go down, and on line 20, oh, we have an extra end. So you need to make sure that your ends match up. So the end for the while is right here. This end is for the inner for loop, and then we already had an end for the outer for loop. I just didn't see it. So I added an extra one. So now if we type platform, it is going to start building a platform. And so remember, it moved forward, and then it turns right, and then it's going to go out for 15, and then it's going to turn right 2, and it's going to come back for 15, and then it's going to end up right here and turn right, and then it's going to go through that outer for loop again. So now it's coming back. One thing to be wary of is you cannot get in front of your turtle. If you get in front of the turtle, he will lose where he is in the program. So like if I stepped in front of him right now, he would try and go straight, and he wouldn't be able to. And then he wouldn't be able to go straight, but he would think that he went straight. So he would think that he's one block in front of where he actually is, and then the rest of the platform would get screwed up. So I'm just going to speed the rest of this up and show you the platform when we're done. Alright, I just wanted to say one thing. If you've noticed, I have been going into the turtle's inventory and messing with it. You can actually update the turtle's inventory while he's in a program. So when you're writing your own programs, you want to make sure that this doesn't screw up what he's doing. So if I took out all of his dirt in slot 1, he would get lost and he wouldn't have anything more to place, and he would break. He would stop working. Alright, the turtle is now done, and if we can see, our platform is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks long, and trust me, it is also 15 blocks wide. There are a few things that I want to talk about when you break a turtle. So, pick. When you break a turtle, I actually don't know if you need a pick, but I like breaking mine with a pick, so I break it real quick and I pick it up. And if he had any stuff in his inventory, he would have dropped it on the ground. Alright, so if you remember, there was a bunch of stuff in the root menu before, and now if I look, it's all gone, except for this one thing called ROM. Time set 0. If you notice, he still has the original programs like the go, forward, go, forward. So he'll still move one forward. And that's because these programs are actually in this ROM folder. So we can change directories to ROM. And then if you look in here, there's a bunch of stuff. And so we're going to change directories to programs. And then if you look in here, here's also a bunch of stuff. And you see turtle somewhere. I'm just going to go to it and list. Now these are all the programs that are saved on the turtle when it's broken, and there are a few that you won't have. Again, that's because I was playing around, and again, this should say go for you and this should say turn. So there's a problem. Okay, we wrote a program and we saved it on the turtle, and you can use the double dot to go back a directory. So back, back, and whoops, back. So now we're back in the root. Oh, we already were. So again, we had a bunch of stuff here and now it's gone. So that's a problem. So the problem is if we break our turtle, we lose all the programming we've done. So I'm going to show you how you can go into the actual files of the turtle outside of Minecraft and not really fix this, but how you can keep those files and put them somewhere else. Alright, when you go into your .minecraft folder, you will see a bunch of stuff. There will be a folder called mods, and you should have this zip file of ComputerCraft. And if you open it, let's just say open, and you will see a bunch of stuff. Close that. If you want to, let's go back to your .minecraft and let's go to saves. And I was playing on the world test, and in your world there will be created a folder called computer. If you open on that, there will be a bunch of other folders, okay? Every time you place a computer or a turtle, it registers a new folder. So since the turtle that I just placed was this one, or the last turtle I placed would be 23. The one I placed before that was the turtle that actually built the platform. So if I double click on this folder, you see that these are all the things that were in there. So the test I created, and then the test which made the turtle go in a loop, and then the platform program. So it is still here even though the turtle's gone in Minecraft. So these files are for individual computers. Now let's go to where the ROM is. So if you noticed on the turtle, after we broke the turtle and then placed a new one, there was still a folder called ROM. So let's go back to our Minecraft and back to the mods and then back to the ComputerCraft jar file. So if you look in here, it says Lua. So we're going to click on Lua, and here is the ROM folder. So we're going to click on it, and then if you remember, I went through to Programs, and then I went through to Turtle, and then here were all these programs that were there before. So if you want, what I would advise you guys to do is to write your programs, and then you can move them from your world save on the individual computer. And so if we wanted, we could take this platform program and we can drag it into this jar file. And oops, it's not going to work because I have Minecraft running right now. But we could drag it into here, and then that would be our program. So here's what I want to show you guys. You can also edit stuff in here. So remember the Go class that I told you used to be Go? I'm going to double click on it and open it. And I just like to edit things with WordPad. Actually, I'm going to do it in Notepad this time. I like to edit with Notepad. I sometimes do it with WordPad. Bigger programs, I will tend to use Notepad. So, a few things I edited in here. Normally, you'd have to type in forwards to make the turtle go forwards, or FD. I added an extra line that has just F. And so to do that, I just copied this line, and then I pasted it here without an index, and I changed it. So essentially what this is there somewhere down here in the program, it's going to call different handlers. And depending on what you inputted as a parameter to the program, it's going to execute these different commands. So to make things easier, so I didn't have to type out FD, I added a line that said F. I also added a line just for back, just U for up, and just D for down. So that's nice. You can save this file, and you'd have to save it in here, and it's not going to work. Oh, okay, so then it's going to ask you if you want to update it in the archive, and you would press yes, and it's not going to let me again because I have Minecraft running. The other thing is this program used to be called Go, and I just shortened it to G again, and it's not going to let me do it in Minecraft again, so I don't have to type in Go all the time. And this one used to be Turn. You can just shorten that to T, and so you won't have to type in Turn all the time. Also in Turn, again, I added an extra line so I could type in L and I could type in R. So that's very helpful. You should use that. So now we have, whoops, now we have our program. Oh, it didn't let me. So if we go back to, I'm going to exit Minecraft real quick. Quit game. And we have our platform. So we can drag the platform from that old computer into this ROM folder in down in programs down in Turtle. So now it's here, and now we're going to be able to call that with any turtle we build. All right, so we're back in Minecraft, and as you can see, we can place down this turtle, and now the ROM folder is still there, of course, and so now when we go to ROM and programs and turtle, we can see the platform program that we just dragged in is here, along with this one and a few other ones that I've made before, and then the rest of the programs that are native to this folder. So now all the turtles that we place down will have the programs in that folder, which is really nice when you have multiple turtles and you want them to do different things in different places, and you don't want to have to code them over and over again. So hope you enjoyed this first little introduction to turtles, and hope you learned a few things. This was kind of just to get you guys on a common basis, so I know where you are in your knowledge about turtles. And in the next few videos, I'm going to be doing kind of like a mini series in this series about a certain program, and that program will be making the turtle cut down these tall fir trees, which are in the Feed the Beast mod pack, which I'm going to be doing a bunch of tutorials for that. And as you know, in Feed the Beast, you need a ton of coal and a ton of charcoal. And so I'm going to be walking through how to make this program and make it very robust, as all programs should be. So thanks for watching. See you later. So what these turtles are going to be doing is almost identical to the platform program, except instead of building a platform out of grass, they're going to be building a platform out of air. Also, instead of the platform being horizontal, they're going to be building it vertical, and it's going to dig entirely through the mountain. Go, my turtle minions, go! Destroy the mountain! Follow me and we will conquer the world!